to be your problem today?
I'm running a project and need to size the functionality that I need to test. We use function points for sizing the project, but the testing size is not the size of the entire project.
Why don't you use function points for sizing the testing?
Like I said, the testing size is not the size of the entire project. The only types of function point counts that are in the CPM are development project function point counts, application function point counts, and enhancement function point counts.
So you feel because the Counting Practices Manual, the good book of function points, only talks about development function point counts, application function point counts, and enhancement project function point counts, you cannot use function point analysis for sizing your testing? How does that make you feel?
Limited and frustrated. I'm just looking for a good way to size testing.
I have some good news for you. You can use function points for the functional aspects of your project that require testing, even if they're not the same size as your entire project.
That sounds crazy to me. And what's with the cape?
All superheroes have the option of wearing a cape, and some even wear their underwear on the outside of their clothes. I'm as sane as you or I. Let me write you a prescription to cure your testing problem. You said you were using function points for your project already and wanted to test specific functionality?
Yes, that's right.
Then I will write you a prescription for some scope.
Scope? I need help sizing testing, not a mouthwash.
Mouthwash? Probably not. Scope. You need to scope your function point count just to specify those things that you need to test to match the purpose of your count. You already have the function point count for your application and your project. You've already done the hard work. All you need to do is to choose the function points you need to test. Add up the counts, and that gives you the size that you need to test. Each round of testing can have its own unique size. All the building blocks are there in the Counting Practices Manual all along. They just take a bit of assembly. Use the application function point count and your enhancement function point count, but scoping them to the purpose of the count. For testing, in this case, to identify the functionality that needs to be tested. Super CFPS!